Somewhere in America, right now, someone is about to click one button. Just one. And that single click is going to quietly cost them over $180,000 over the next 20 years. That button says, Apply for Social Security, and the moment they click it is the very month they turn 62. We're going to peel back the financial opinions and look straight at the mechanics of the system, because the consequences of claiming early are not based on guesswork. They are based on cold, simple, permanent math. Age 62 feels like a finish line. It is the first moment the government legally lets you start collecting, and for millions of ordinary Americans, that feels like permission to sprint for the payout the second the window opens. But treating your 62nd birthday like the end of a race is a severe cognitive trap. By rushing to cross that line, retirees unknowingly lock themselves into a massive lifelong deficit. Let's ground this in physical reality. Claiming early means you get paid sooner, yes, but it also dictates the physical size of the check you receive. And taking the money early means that check shrinks forever. If you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is 67. Claiming at 62 triggers a permanent 30% reduction. This is a cut stitched into every single payment for the rest of your life. Say you would qualify for $2,000 a month if you waited until 67. Claim at 62, and that monthly check drops to just $1,400. You lose $600 a month. Over a standard retirement, that $600 gap piles up month after month. That's over $7,000 a year, every year for as long as you live. Multiply that $7,000 annual loss over 25 years of retirement, and the total missing benefits climb to exactly $182,370. Losing a house-sized sum of money is the standard outcome for anyone who hits the apply button before they understand these numbers. If the mathematical penalty is so severe, why do millions of people willingly accept it every single year? The answer comes down to one emotion: fear. You have likely seen the headlines warning that the Social Security Trust Fund is going broke, generating panic that the system is running out of money entirely. That specific panic bypasses rational financial planning. It pushes retirees to grab whatever cash is available right now, today, before the well supposedly dries up. The trust fund faces real, documented challenges, and future adjustments to the program are coming, but we have to separate the actual data from the exaggerated panic. Even under the most pessimistic projections published, the program does not drop to zero. It will continue paying out roughly 75% of scheduled benefits. Claiming early purely out of fear is like jumping out of an airplane because you suspect your parachute might have a minor tear. The actual risk is nowhere near severe enough to justify the reaction. Relying on fear as your primary financial advisor virtually guarantees that you will lock in the exact massive loss of income you were so desperately trying to avoid. Let's step away from the penalty and look at the other side of the equation, because delaying your claim is about triggering a massive mathematical reward. For every single year you wait past your full retirement age, your benefit amount grows by roughly 8%. This multiplier stacks up every year until you hit age 70. There is no stock, no bond, and no conventional investment in existence that guarantees an 8% annual return completely free of market risk. When you use the math to your advantage, the system stops acting like a trap. It transforms into an incredibly powerful wealth-building tool for those who are willing to wait. If you compare the absolute extremes, the gap is staggering. Waiting until age 70 results in a monthly check that is up to 76% larger than if you had claimed at age 62. That huge percentage jump dictates the exact line between barely scraping by and actually living comfortably during your retirement years. For someone eligible for the maximum benefit, filing early at 62 pays roughly $2,900 a month. Wait until 70, and that number soars over $5,100. You are locking in an extra $2,000 or more deposited into your account every single month for the rest of your life. Choosing to wait transforms the monthly payout into the highest tier the system allows. Now, we have to look at how to build a bridge that lets you safely reach that golden horizon. But waiting for the bigger reward isn't the whole story. There are hidden traps waiting even after you make the correct choice. Let's say you claim Social Security early, but you decide to keep working part-time to bring in a little extra cash. You have just triggered a background rule that most people never see coming. By doing exactly what we're told is financially responsible, working hard to earn more, you activate a mechanism designed to actively claw back your benefits. If you are under your full retirement age and you earn over $24,480 in a single year, you hit the tripwire. For every $2 you earn above that line, they take back $1 of your check. A 62-year-old earning $60,000 a year could see their Social Security benefit reduced by over $18,000. The penalty does disappear completely once you reach full retirement age, and the withheld money is eventually credited back to you over time. But because the government doesn't tap you on the shoulder to explain this beforehand, retirees find themselves heavily penalized simply for trying to work. These blind spots don't only affect you, they echo forward to impact the people you care about most. The most critical variable married couples ignore is what happens to their dual household benefits when the first spouse passes away. The rule is strict. The surviving spouse gets to step up and keep whichever benefit was higher, but they completely lose their own baseline payment. If the higher earner claimed early to get some cash right away, they permanently lock in a smaller check for their surviving partner to live on for the remainder of their life. A short-term decision for a few extra dollars today can inflict a decades-long financial penalty on the spouse left behind. Now, you might actually think you are completely safe because of recent headlines about tax breaks. It is true that nearly 90% of recipients no longer pay federal income tax on their Social Security checks. The trap is in the math. Nearly 90% does not mean everyone. If your total income is high enough, combining Social Security with pensions, part-time work, or retirement account withdrawals, you can still owe taxes on your benefits. Assuming a positive statistic applies to you without actually running your personal numbers is the fastest way to get blindsided by a massive bill come April. So, does this mean the only safe move is to delay claiming until you turn 70? Not at all. If you have serious health concerns and don't anticipate a long retirement, claiming early is often a highly rational move. If you have strong alternative income or savings to lean on, delaying your claim gives your baseline benefit time to grow. And if you're married, the calculation shifts entirely to protecting your household as a team, regardless of the individual math. Social Security is a highly personalized machine. You have to actively calibrate it to your exact life situation. The true danger in this system is the lack of intentionality behind the decision. Claiming on autopilot, whether out of fear, habit, or simply not knowing there was a strategy to consider, is what actually destroys retirement wealth. This is one of the most permanent financial choices you will ever make, and it deserves cold, hard truth instead of guesswork. If this opened your eyes to a rule you didn't know about, hit the subscribe button. Because next time, we're exposing another hidden mechanism that is quietly costing retirees thousands. I'll see you in the next one.